Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I'm just gonna get a little bit of cancer, Stan. Tell Mom it's okay.
Now on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
That's why it's called brainstorming and not brain drizzling, sweet pea. Now shut your mouth for a second.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, alcohol doesn't solve problems, Miss Missy. It just makes them go away. Welcome to Plotty Time, the most accurate podcast in the game. So we'll start where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, we all know I was out collecting our award for most accurate podcast this week.
That's, of course, yes.
I know, it's a lovely
You missed
speech.
a lot of meetings.
Yeah, I know. But hey, you know how much time I put into that speech?
You're right. I understand.
It'll be on the most accurate podcast.
Oh.
That's a good one.
What else did I watch this week? Well, I'm still watching Supernatural. I'm on like season 8, 9? I don't remember.
I feel like you've been watching that for 4 years.
Well, I'll watch it again. So shut up.
Fair enough.
We all know it's great. What else did I watch? I did finally watch The Whale.
Ah, shit, I wanted to watch
How was that?
It was all right. I mean, it's a fun little romp through a happy time.
It's super serious, ain't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's sad as fuck too.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's good. I can see why it got all the hype that it did because the acting's great.
Does it parallel Moby Dick?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Oh, is that where they get the... Okay, it's a double... Okay.
Yeah.
Things are starting to make sense.
Yeah. No, it's because
get
he's
it.
fat.
Obviously.
But I don't know. It's depressing and it makes you hate Brendan Fraser too because he's just so fat and lazy.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, once you watch it, you'll understand. You feel bad for him, but you also hate him at the same time.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's no reason to eat a cheesesteak in 3 bites. But that takes some real acting chops, let me tell you.
I don't know.
I think I have all the tools to do that. I really think I do. I mean, I'd have to work at it, but
Practice.
I've got the raw talent to make that happen. I really think I do.
But yeah, everybody should watch it. It's pretty good.
All right. Damn it.
Just add that to your list. I also saw this fantastic film. I forget which one of you saw. Open Graves.
Oh, yeah. That was
I
me.
think I saw that too.
It's terrible.
maybe I did.
I fell asleep 3 times trying to watch it.
Me too. It's so bad.
So bad. If it wasn't Eliza Dushku, I wouldn't even have tried more than once.
Yeah. She's not even that good in it.
No, she's really not.
Sorry, guys. That's a bummer. I was trying to watch it. I couldn't find it. And then I gave up and watched it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And how did I miss it? Why did I miss it? Oh, well,
It's probably hidden from people like you.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
People like me.
What did I play this week? I don't know if I said it before, but I finished up SteamWorld Quest. I don't know if I said I started it. I don't remember.
SteamWorld Quest?
Yeah, it's like a card type game. You play these robots and
Oh, so it's not that SteamWorld Dig.
no.
Okay.
But I think it's similar characters, robots.
Yeah.
It's about these robots who go through and they're trying to find the hand of Gilgamesh or something, and you got to try and save the world. It was fun. I played it on my phone.
Cool.
If you like kind of deck building games and RPG mix, it's pretty fun.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's all I've really watched this week. Poppascotch, why don't you hit us up?
Well, thanks for asking. I watched... I was really sick this week, so I just watched a lot of Simpsons and Bob's. But just like...
Can't
it's
watch a
just
movie
playing.
Yeah.
No, it's just because I'm like in and out of falling asleep. So it's
Right.
just constantly playing through Simpsons
Welcome
seasons.
to my life.
Yeah. Always great to revisit those.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that I was watching Veep. I just kept going through that. We're on like season 5, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's funny. I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm not saying it's not a good show. It's just after you've lived through the Trump presidency and paid attention to what was going on, their antics don't seem that crazy anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Kind of ruins the show then, huh?
It's like I see the show and they're supposed to be like ridiculous caricatures of like types of people you'd find working around the White House or the Hill or wherever. And
Right.
they're not crazy enough to beat reality. Like they're not. And I'm sitting here like, this is funny, but it's just weird. And this was just, the show came out like 2014. What a different time.
Seriously.
You can imagine what was going on in 2015. I can't even remember how happy I was that time. It was so good.
We really take our happiness for granted, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What a bummer. Well, let's keep going with the bummer.
Yeah, let's keep going on a down note here.
I saw
Did you watch
one
Whale
of the
also?
craziest movies I've seen in a while.
New movie?
I think it was last year.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of the French film Titan?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Titan.
It is about a woman who is some kind of model / dancer at like corporate events or whatever. This one, we just saw her dancing on the hoods of cars or whatever, and she then gets impregnated by the car.
This sounds amazing.
Why would
And
you
then
watch
starts-
that? The whole gambit of reactions there.
It's a really good movie, and it's pretty deep. It's about like body autonomy, like there's other stuff going on, but it was just done so well, and it was insanity. Like she is pregnant with like a car baby, and she starts like, instead of blood, it's motor oil coming out of all of her orifices.
All of them.
All of them.
Okay.
All 7 holes?
Yeah, it's not the same time. But yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Might be 8.
It's a slapper, but I think it's a little... I think it doesn't have much heart. It has a good amount of fart, but I think it needed more fart to be truly a slapper.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think Chump Slap, I think you'd enjoy it. It's a little bit on the slower side, but it's fucking crazy.
I don't even know how you spell that.
Titane.
Titan.
Titan. All right.
But
Titan.
okay. So that was nuts. I suggest it to anybody out there. Then I watched a mini-series. I think I mentioned it here. Have you guys heard of Paul T. Goldman?
Yes, I've heard. I still haven't brought myself to watch that either.
I watched the entire thing, and it was insane. It's okay. So it's about this guy.
So you're watching the slappers this year.
I guess so. Wait till you see the other ones I watched. You're gonna get a kick out of this. But Paul T. Goldman is about this guy who basically he found out his wife was leading like a double life.
Right.
And they fought. They divorced. She tried to get half his shit, and he basically was able to get out of it. And he thinks, and he's under the impression that his wife is part of like a multi-state human trafficking situation.
All right.
So then he writes a book about all this, and he self-publishes it on Amazon. And then he like just goes on Twitter and direct messages every director he can possibly think of anywhere in Hollywood. And finally, someone replied and made this documentary thing, his story. But the whole documentary is him, Paul T. Goldman, playing Paul T. Goldman in the story of Paul T. Goldman, but we're also seeing all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Okay.
It's like 3 layers removed, and it's fucking wild.
All right. Is it funny or?
I think it's funny, but not everyone's in on the joke, if you catch what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was done supremely well. It was really good. I think it's like 4 half-hour or 40 or no, 6 half-hour or 40-minute episodes.
All right. That's not terrible.
And I guarantee you there's nothing like it on TV.
All right. Yeah, I might have to check that out.
So big shout out to Paul T. Goldman. And then I I was left alone on a Friday night and things happened, right? So I had previously watched a YouTube video. I think it was, I forget who it was from, but they listed and talked about 55 different Die Hard clones.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I watched.
So you watched all 50?
Yeah, I watched it all one Friday night. I put 5 on at the same time.
I'd have to get help if that was the kind of
Yeah.
Friday night I had. But I watched 3 movies. Sudden Death.
Right.
Is that the one in the hockey arena?
Yeah.
That's
has
the
to
one.
be.
Yeah, in the Pittsburgh Penguins in the igloo.
Yeah.
They shot that. It was Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's a firefighter. He went on a firefighter assignment, and this kid basically died right in front of him. So he's kind of like, I don't want to be out in the field anymore. So they made him a fire marshal at the game, and he brings his 2 kids to the game, and the vice president happens to be at the game, and then a bunch of terrorists kidnap the vice president
Right.
and hold him for ransom. It's good. Like, it's one of the better Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
No.
I can't believe
Right.
you said it's good. The only
is
good thing
good.
he did was John Claude Van Johnson.
I'll tell you, it's fun. It's a fun movie. I guess I wouldn't call it good per se.
Yeah, but it's like 80s action.
It's worth watching if you want to see a version of Die Hard, but in a hockey arena.
Fair enough.
And then obviously from there, it was a logical conclusion to watch Passenger 57 right afterwards.
Oh,
Right,
yeah. I
right.
kind of assumed.
That movie, man, I remembered it being a lot better.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah?
They were only in the goddamn plane for like 20 minutes of runtime.
And how long's the movie? Like an hour and a half?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. See, when I think about it, I think it's like the whole thing was on a plane. Like Snakes on a plane.
Or like Air Force
Con
One.
Air.
Con Air wasn't on a plane much.
I always think of it's always on a plane.
They run a lot of the plane. They did
I
like
guess they were
land
on
in
a lot.
Nevada, and
Yeah.
Probably more than
That's
Passenger 57, apparently.
Apparently.
yeah, there was a lot of like small town carnival in Passenger 57. It wasn't that good.
What?
I didn't have fun with that one.
Did I watch this movie and not remember any of it?
No, I don't think you did remember it.
A carnival?
Yeah, there's like a point where they land the plane and they need to refuel because Wesley Snipes dropped all their fuel when he was running around the plane. So they land at the small airstrip and they're just sitting there, and basically the bad guys just kind of like walk away from the plane in the other direction, like, and go to like a small town carnival that's next to the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Gold.
And there's a
Why
lot
don't
of-
we make this
lot of-
movie?
This does sound good.
It's not worth watching again.
All right. Good.
I would, if you haven't seen Sudden Death in a while or have never seen it, I'd say give it a fun for some ridiculous, campy 90s nonsense action movie.
Right.
But Passenger 57, I gotta say skip. But the one you definitely probably also want to skip, but I remembered it being good, was Under Siege.
Under Siege, yeah. With the boat.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal on
Steven Seagal, yeah.
the aircraft carrier, the huge boat.
Is that the one where the woman's dancing in a cake?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I was like 13 when I first saw this movie. I
That's
remember
why you
a lot
loved
of it.
it. Wasn't Busey in it?
Busey is, yeah, he's in it. He's the crazy bad guy, and he's great. And Tommy Lee Jones is one of the other main bad guys, and he's fucking fantastic. Everyone in that movie was fantastic except for Seagal. He just played a cold, unfeeling robot murdering machine, and that's really...
He's always terrible.
Yeah, he wasn't very good. I don't know who forced him into movies. Why did that happen?
I don't think anybody forced him.
He made
Well, I
one
think-
movie, made a lot of money, and he just makes his own movies now, I think.
You could be talking about a million people.
Yeah, I know. What we're talking about, Seagal.
But is there a better Seagal movie than Sudden Death than Under Siege?
I can't think of one.
Hold on, let me IMDb Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
quick.
seriously.
I can't even think of another thing he was in.
Me neither.
Executive Decision, but he wasn't the star of that movie. That was the one where
Never saw it.
another plane movie where the like special ops soldiers like flew out in a B-52 bomber, like attached themselves to the plane and got on board, but Steven Seagal died immediately in the first 5 minutes.
On Deadly Ground?
Apparently he was in Machete.
Yeah, I can't count because I don't even remember him in that.
Now he's a police officer in Louisiana.
Yeah, and he does it. Well, that's a whole shitload of bad movies here.
Yeah,
In the
he's
2000s
just
they
terrible, man.
Go back to the 80s. That's where his good stuff would have been. Marks for Death, Hard to Kill, Above the Law. None of those are as good as Under Siege. Under Siege 2!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that
where
was
they're
on
on
a
the
train,
train.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Executive
remember that
Decision.
being real bad.
That was good, right?
I don't remember.
Which, Executive Decision?
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't anything special, but it was good.
Fair enough.
That's enough of the Steven Seagal podcast.
Yeah, that's enough of the Steven Seagal podcast. I'm done. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I played. I played a shitload of God of War.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Still? I thought you were giving that up. You said, I'm not going for trophies anymore. I'm not playing any more God
He
of
said
War.
he still felt like playing
Well,
it, though.
I was enjoying playing it, so I was like, let's see how far we could go with this. And then I collected absolutely everything, and I got to the point where I only needed to fight King, what's his name?
Wenceslas.
Radamanthus.
No, horror something? The final
The final tombstone
gravestone
dude.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a
couldn't
pain in
beat
the
him
ass.
and couldn't beat Ga or Na or whatever, GNA, whoever that woman is. Couldn't beat either of them, and then I uninstalled it and gave up.
Did you put it on easy?
I put it on super easy, and then I went on the internet to like see what the best builds were for these characters, and then I did those, and I still got my ass kicked.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I
no.
must be playing the game wrong.
No, it took me fucking a while. You just have to learn to block and shit. You're gonna get your ass kicked in fucking Elden Ring, dude.
Oh, I think he's going to give up and not, he was going to start it, give up, and not tell us he played it.
I wish I was that cool. No, I still have it there. I don't know. I gotta take a break
That's fair.
and play something dumber, and then I'll get into either Elden Ring or 13 Sentinels.
Oh, you got that too?
I did get that because I think that wasn't that your favorite of last year.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
bought-
up there. I don't remember if it was my favorite or not.
I bought that, Doki Doki Literature Club, and Elden Ring,
Word.
and a whole bunch of other games that I'll get into next.
Dude, I still have like 50 games to play.
Sick.
I'll get into this week. I also got my PSVR 2.
I was just gonna ask that. Didn't play that though, huh?
I didn't play too much of it because I was dealing with some nausea from my
fair
illness,
Oh, coward.
so that's already not a place you want to be, and I hadn't played with my other VR in a while, so I'm not really used to it. So I had like a couple short spurts, but I played Tentacular, which is it's like a puzzle game, and you have to help out these little people on these islands, but you're basically playing like a giant octopus, and you just have 2 tentacle arms that you can like swing and place things and do puzzles.
That sounds cool.
What would you call an octopus with 2 arms?
I don't know. That I have 2
Duopus.
limbs, 2 tentacles that I'm allowed to use to pick up things and throw them around the map and destroy stuff.
Did you get the one that came with the Horizon game?
I didn't get the Horizon bundle. I did buy Horizon. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
I just played a little bit of Tentacular and a little bit of Pavlov, it's called, which is like a first-person shooter.
Cool.
So I'll get into it a little bit more. We'll see where it goes.
Word up.
Cool.
But it is real cool because you can, when you're wearing the headset, you can press a button on it, and then it activates the external cameras, and you can just see the room without having to take off your headset.
Yeah, that sounds neat, but
It's pretty neat.
we'll see.
It's pretty neat.
It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's all I did. How about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, just finished The Pedestrian.
Oh, yeah. You like it?
Yeah, the last puzzle really got me, though. I was like, what the fuck, man? Because it's not the normal puzzle. It's weird.
It was still good.
Yeah, it was good. Really good. I was like, oh, I hope there's not a lot of these, because it's a lot of work. But yeah, it was a great game. But that's all I played. I watched some stuff that you guys talked about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Watched this Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I still want to see that.
What'd you think? I loved it.
I thought it was really good. I wouldn't go as far as to call it a slapper because, A, it's over 2 hours.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that automatic disqualification.
And B, there is a lot of heart in it. So, but other than that, I thought it was really neat. I liked how it was done.
And this isn't a spoiler. I'm not gonna ruin anything for you, scientists. But the hot dog world. Every time I laughed when they went back to the hot dog world.
Yeah, that was just
It was fucking
silly stupid
and,
shit.
Yeah, it's great. Dr.
Yeah.
Scientist, check it out. It's pretty awesome.
I plan on. Well, sometime.
Yeah. It's a good one. Once you have 2 hours, 20 minutes to spare. Tell me about it, man. I also finished up Rick and Morty again, just because that's what I was doing.
What was like the last episodes you watched?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm sorry I put you on the spot there. That was rude.
I don't know. What was it, season 5?
I think so, because I don't know if I've seen season 5 at all.
Rick and Morty, season 5.
I mean, you have to look it up.
Oh, I want to remember now. I have no idea. I don't have time to do this right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were 3-4 years old already at this point. So I don't know if I just didn't watch all the new ones or if they weren't on Hulu or what. But
Yeah, I don't think I watched all of season 4 or any of 5, I think. I don't remember.
maybe I just didn't finish it. Maybe I'm lying to everybody. That's not very good for an accurate podcast.
What are you talking about? It's the most accurate way to be.
It's the most accurate podcast in the game. We all know that.
That's fair. And I also watched that movie Troll that you guys were talking about.
Oh, the new
Hell
one?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't great, but different, I guess.
I loved it. I thought it was insane and nuts.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite movie ever, but I had fun with it.
I still think Troll Hunter was better, if you ever saw that one. The Norwegian one or whatever.
They're about the same.
I guess, but it was good. Good movie. Troll, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really do anything else other than those 2 movies and Rick and Morty, man. Oh, yeah, I watched the Las Vegas Challenge. You know, that's a disc golf tournament that just went on this weekend.
Yeah, we all knew that. But thanks for clearing that up for the listeners.
Yeah,
So
it took
they
up a lot of
televise
hours.
this?
It's on the Disc Golf Network app.
The Disc Golf Network app.
All right, go to the vibe check.
Yeah, man, it's on. You can download it on Hulu. It's a thing. It's not very good quality or anything, but production lacks. But it's a new and upcoming sport. You know how it is.
Faster growing than NASCAR, I heard.
Yeah, how could NASCAR grow anymore?
They're not getting that fucking pickleball money.
No.
Oh yeah, fucking pickleball, dude. I still don't know what that
I never heard of
is.
that shit, and then all of a sudden there's a professional league.
I still don't know what the fuck it is.
I mean, it's like tennis mixed with like paddle boards.
Wait, I think we talked about this.
You did. At least twice.
And I still don't know what it is. But
I'm just gonna go ahead and give you some life advice and say, don't fucking bother.
all right, I won't. So that's what I did this
Already
week.
starting.
Awesome. All right, so should I take it to the vibe check? We ready for the vibe check?
Yeah, let's
Always,
go.
bro.
Let's go to the potty time vibe check.
Ooh, is that a vibe?
Okay.
Let me check.
So, did you guys hear this story? Electronic Arts is now going to pay $588 million for the Premier League naming rights.
That doesn't sound like a lot.
Sorry, for the exclusive Premier League naming rights. So, no other video game that comes out is allowed to use the Premier League teams. So, it's basically what they did with the NFL and Madden. So, no one else can use real player names.
Like, who's doing it? Who's going to even go against them at this point?
Does Premier League have a union? I assume they do.
Like a players' association?
Yeah.
They have to, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to be on the board.
No, you didn't.
Nobody can imagine what it's like.
I'm done.
Oh, they do. The Professional Footballers Association.
Oh, the PFA, yes.
Is a union, a trade union for professional association footballers in England and Wales.
Okay.
Hey, we learned something today.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Yeah, that has the same initials as a protection from abuse.
Oh, damn. That's what that means.
Just keep bringing it down, Dr. Scientist. Man.
Seriously.
Hey, I'm going to downer after seeing the whale, man.
You're all coming with me, man.
The only other real thing to talk about in the culture is that the PSVR 2 came out. I just talked about it a little bit. I will say the one thing that really freaked me out, well, two things.
You didn't even play it.
One, I got the PlayStation 5 camera, like when the PlayStation came out. Right. And the whole reason I bought it was because I was like, well, I'm going to need this for the PSVR 2. I might as well just pick it up.
Yeah.
Smart.
I pick up the clamshell camera, never used it before. I go to hook it up, and then I unboxed the PSVR 2, and they're like, oh, you don't need a camera for this. I was like, what?
What?
Then
Sucker!
Why'd you sell me this? What do I need this camera for?
I thought, doesn't it come with a camera?
You need that camera so you can stream on Twitch and play at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if
Okay,
that's
then
true.
I guess I can use the camera. I'll have to figure out that. I got to Twitch the Quiet Man one of these days.
Yeah, you got to get Poppascotch up there. Let me get in there and watch that.
It'll be exciting.
It'll just be me just fired up the whole time. Dr. Scientist, you'd love it.
It would
Yeah,
be nice.
yeah.
So I gotta. Well, the cool thing about the PSVR 2 as well is it's just one cable in, the USB-C in the front. That's it. It detects everything. It automatically knows when you're wearing it, so it throws the screen up there. It's a pretty impressive piece of tech.
Yeah.
And the DualSense controllers are really weird looking, but I like them.
All right.
I'm gonna play it more, and I'm gonna have to play it more and get a better review out here. But for now, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, word.
But there's also another piece of news which I know you guys didn't see coming because I don't think anybody did. But completely out of nowhere, the Bill and Ted Excellent Collection came out on the PlayStation 5. Did you guys see this?
Wait.
I did see that.
The games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were games for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
There was this collection, quote unquote. It comes with the NES original and its Game Boy version. That's it. And it's like $10 if you want to buy it.
I remember renting the NES game from Terry's Music Explosion.
Of course.
Took it home, popped it in, and you just, the first screen, you're just like in the elevator, and it never did anything after that. Like it was stuck on that screen the whole time. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's interesting.
Yeah. I had to
Yeah,
take
now
it
you got
back.
to download the new one and play it.
Now I have to see what it was all about. What's
Yeah.
all the hype that nobody ever had about it?
Nobody ever had them. I remember it existing when we were like kids. Like I don't
even
remember
do that much.
I remember seeing. Oh man, it was like I don't even remember where I saw it. It must have been like a VHS or something where they showed you how to like get through games.
Yeah.
Like before there was YouTube to show you
yeah.
every way to get through something. And it was like best video game secrets VHS tape or some shit. And it told you how to get the Caesar dressing in Bill and Ted's. And that's when I was like, wait, there's a Bill and Ted game?
Oh my
Can't
God.
believe you remember that.
I might have to get this.
Did you just watch that?
No, I was from years ago. I don't know why some things just stick and don't go away in my brain.
I hear
Caesar
that.
dressing in a game you never played?
I tried to learn Spanish 4 times. None of that stuck. But I fucking remember this one piece of trivia from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure that I didn't even play the game.
How do you get the Caesar salad or Caesar dressing?
It's like you have to find something for each of the people that you went and picked up back in the
I
past.
assume
Julius Caesar,
so,
one of
yes.
them. You had to find Caesar's dressing.
Oh.
That's as much as I know about it.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys out there know how to get that Caesar dressing, you send us a link.
Chump Slap's got his pick for next game.
Fucking A, man.
And yeah. Oh, I did kind of forget to talk about this, so I'm bringing it back. But the eye tracking in the PSVR kind of freaks me out.
Oh, yeah. I just kept reading about that. It's like, oh, it's got crazy eye tracking. You can tell wherever you're looking.
Yeah, like they give you the thing to set it up. So you look forward and they're like, okay, don't move your face. Just look with your eyes and look at all these points. And you start like looking around a circle with your eyes and it knocks them all off.
Yeah.
Like they know which direction you're looking.
That's creepy.
Which I can't wait to see the practical implications of it. But there is a horror game that is going to mess with your head when you blink because they can tell when you blink.
Yeah.
So they're going to like make people disappear or reappear in different places.
Well, is that really necessary?
Because just have to try to blink faster.
I mean, they could already move it quicker than you could notice anyway.
That's a good point.
True.
They do that in video games now.
But they could also, I guess, notice if you close your eyes and like, oh God, what's going to happen? They know your eyes are closed and they're really going to freak you out. I'm interested to see with how they add this to other games. I'll put it that way.
I kind of want to get one.
Coward.
Coward for wanting to get one.
No, because you haven't gotten one yet.
Oh,
Well,
I see.
fine. Next week I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
you
probably
go.
play it more than Poppascotch did.
I doubt
I
it.
was already nauseous.
What don't you get about this? You just got off the
Oh,
teacups.
I understand you're a coward. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Okay. Last piece of the vibe check. We got a bunch of games added to PlayStation Plus in February,
Oh,
including some heavy hitters like Horizon Forbidden West,
yeah, I saw that.
Resident Evil 7, Borderlands 3, Ace Combat 7,
Ooh.
Lost Sphere, The Forgotten City, and then Destroy All Humans for PS4. There's a bunch of games that are out. But I thought it was really interesting that they put Horizon Forbidden West out for free already.
Yeah.
Has it been out that long?
Yeah.
Aren't they
it
talking
has.
about DLC already? Or is there DLC for it already?
Oh, man, it's been a year. It came out February 18th, 2022.
Oh, there you go. That's why they did it.
I really like that game. I'm excited to play the VR version.
I know. That's like the only game I was excited for, and I guess Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, that's... Oof, I got to play that, too. I actually own that game. Sweet. Anyway, that's all we got for the vibe check.
And there's the vibe for you.
Well, how about we get into the game? How about it, guys?
Let's fucking do it, dude.
It's about time.
All right. The game this week we are talking about, as you've already seen from the episode description, Metroid Prime.
Prism. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No, it's actually called Metroid Prism. You guys are wrong.
Oh, man, I definitely stopped like, oh, shit, did I just screw up that game? I absolutely did. It was released originally November 18th, 2002. Number one song in the country.
Gold Digger.
Anybody? What, did you say Thriller?
Gold Digger.
Gold Digger? It's not Gold Digger. That's 2005. But good guess.
Lose
Solid
Yourself.
guess considering our... It is Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Is it really?
It is, and I'm so glad I don't have to sing it now.
Damn it. God, I knew it was going to happen one of these times, but come on.
Lose Yourself, Eminem. All right, I'll
No, that
just
was
sing it
Lose
for the
Yourself
people.
by
No, that's not the one I was talking
Right
about.
Said Fred.
How does that go?
All right, I'll sing it for the. It's for the fans, not for you guys. All right.
All right.
Snap back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Up there goes gravity. Choked him so bad, but he woke him up. Easy, no, he won't have it. It was a little. I don't remember how this part goes. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. He only
Won't
took
stop.
one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Wow.
You better.
Yeah, that's pretty
Beautiful,
amazing.
man.
Thank you. Thank you. People at home, if you need a moment to reflect on how awesome that was, I understand. You can go ahead and pause. And welcome back. So, number one movie in the country, November 18th, 2002. I'm not going to give you the tagline because the title of the movie is in the tagline.
Well, if you wouldn't have told us that, we might not have gotten it.
8
I
Mile.
think you would have. And then the name of the... Okay, this is going to be... Here's the synopsis.
Right.
The main character is captured by North Korean agents and must serve a grueling prison sentence. He's finally released and is convinced
Tropic Thunder.
that someone in his own agency betrayed him. He escapes custody and travels to Cuba, hot on the heels of Zhao, the agent who put him behind bars. Meanwhile, this guy begins romancing NSA agent Jinx, played by Halle Berry, as he discovers
Swordfish.
you're very close. A scheme concocted by Zhao and British millionaire Graves
Sword
involving a
cat?
highly destructive laser.
Spearfish.
007.
Golden Digger.
It does involve a person by the name of 007. Do you remember which movie it is?
Quantum of Solace.
No,
I don't remember. That's the only name I can think of right now.
I have no idea.
All right, I'll give you the tagline. So you live to die another day.
Die Another Day.
It is Die Another Day. Good
Ooh,
job.
Good job.
We would have never gotten that if you would have said that.
Well, I had to keep saying this guy because the description is James Bond is captured by North Korean agents.
I guarantee if you would have said the tagline and then said James Bond, we would have guessed 007 and never gotten the name of the movie.
You guys don't remember Die Another Day? It was the one with the invisible car.
It's the one with Halle Berry and I don't remember it.
Is that Pierce
He is-
Brosnan?
yes. Pierce Brosnan, yeah, his last one.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, shame he went out on that one. If you want to watch a good Pierce Brosnan one, go watch Goldeneye again.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't think I've
Okay,
ever
or
seen
don't
that
give a
either.
fuck at all, I guess.
I never seen any of them.
I don't think I've seen a single James Bond movie.
Any of them? There's some real good
not
ones in
one.
there.
I don't know.
Oh, did I pick?
If Idris
Anyway.
Elba would be one, I'd probably watch it.
It just blew his mind. He's like, "Did I pick the wrong guys to do a podcast with?"
No. Let's just say that this part will come up later in the episode.
Oh,
This day in history, November 18th, 1902, Brooklyn toy maker Morris Michton names the teddy bear after U.S. President Teddy Roosevelt.
wow, Michton, huh?
Michton, M-I-C-H-T-O-N.
Michton.
Michton? Michton?
What is that, Hungarian?
Eminem. It was released for GameCube, developed by Retro Studios, published by Nintendo. It is a single-player action-adventure game. This week, Chump Slap, you picked it, so how about you lead us into the game? Tell us what it's all about.
I can't believe he didn't say it's a Metroidvania.
It is a Metroidvania.
I know, but he didn't describe it. Anyway,
It's a first-person adventure game.
Wait, are you saying the Metroid in Metroidvania comes from the series Metroid?
no, just the Met part.
Oh, okay. I
Troy
was
is
gonna say that's
weird.
a little on the nose, don't you think?
Royd comes from the Noid series.
Yes, from Domino's. But this is a big shout out to Deshaun or Deshaun. I don't know. I've only read it in emails, but shout out, bud. Here you go. This game takes place with one Samus Aran. Everyone knows her. And it takes place on the planet Talon 4, where the Chozo race used to live.
Where does this fall chronologically with the other Metroids?
Apparently, it's after Metroid 1, before Metroid 2, but it was after another game, because there's a game after Metroid 1 where she goes to the planet to fight the space mutants, or space pirates. But I don't remember the game name.
It's weird because they put them in weird places on the timeline.
Yeah.
They're not in order.
No, I
We
couldn't figure
did
it out.
Metroid 1 sometime, I believe.
Yes, we did. That's why I thought this was the next one. Yeah, we did it for one of our Nintendo episodes.
Oh, that's right.
Anywho, so she was at the space pirate planet, fought all them, and now she's just traveling through space looking for adventures. And she gets a distress call from a space pirate ship. And she's like, well, there we go. Let's go see what they're doing. She gets to the ship. She boards it. It's orbiting Talon 4. And she works her way through the ship, fighting these little parasite things. And she gets to the core and fights a large queen parasite. Upon defeating it, she knocks it into the core, and the ship starts to self-destruct. So she has to run out of there. Very Metroid.
Happens in every Metroid, I believe.
Yeah. It's kind of their thing.
Big monsters or just big monsters falling into cores?
Getting out of somewhere in a time.
Yeah, trying to leave before it explodes.
Gotcha. Yeah, seen that a lot.
I know, it's pretty cool. So on her way out, she's running through the ship. She runs into a robotic pterodactyl known as Meta Ridley.
Anybody who's played Metroid knows who Ridley is.
Yeah, if you played any of them, you know Ridley. It's the main protagonist, I think, in most of the games.
That was a question I was going to have because I don't think I've played a Metroid game ever.
It's one of the two mini bosses in the first one.
Yeah, him and Kraid.
Yeah,
You fight a Ridley in a lot of them.
yeah, Ridley keeps coming back.
Why is Ridley a pterodactyl? Is there a story behind
He's
that?
a space pirate.
He's just the space thing. Pirate, I guess, right?
Yeah, he leads the space pirates.
Yeah, he's the master of the space pirates. There we go.
Okay, great. Glad we solved that.
Yeah, he's like the king of the space pirates, bro.
Dude, these are alien space pirates.
Well, I guess
and you're asking why he looks like a pterodactyl?
Pirates don't have kings.
Your mind's not in the game here, Poppascotch.
Pull your head out of your ass.
Yeah, you're right. This is all my shit, you know? I'll figure it out.
But while she's leaving it, also an explosion causes her to lose all of her abilities, resets her suit.
Oh, the classic.
You know how that goes. It's a classic game thing. That's a bingo spot.
Gives you all the powers, then takes them all away.
Do we have that on the bingo board?
It definitely is now. It should be.
It's got to be on one of them.
Wasn't there something like lose all your powers or something?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that? No. Where is it?
It's there.
Yeah, I believe it.
We have something here called PACP. I don't remember what that stands for.
Good thing you put that there.
Yeah, right?
Don't think about it.
Yeah,
Steve's
I
going,
can't think of that right now, man. I'm trying to
Okay,
fucking
you're
do
right. Sorry,
something.
we're one thing at a time. Gotcha. Well, we have silent protagonist, so that's definitely on there.
Oh, that's
Building
definitely
crumbles after final boss. I guess we can count that.
That's there too. But anyway, once all your abilities are reset, you see Ridley taking off, flying to the planet's surface. So you chase after him in your little spaceship that's really pretty neat. Wish I had a spaceship I could just stand on top and hover around.
I thought it was... Has it always been a thing in Metroid where, like, Seamus... Is it Seamus or Samus?
Samus.
Seamus.
That's how it's spelled. Samus.
No, it's not. Seamus has an E.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, in the traditional spelling, Dr. Scientist. You just don't know Gaelic.
Oh, yes, that's what it
I
is.
do know Samus is in Gaelic.
Well, it's Metroid. I get it. I'm hip to the kids. No cap.
Nice,
So
let's bring it
anyway.
back.
It never left.
I remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Why did I think it's kind of interesting, and has it always been a thing where Samus's armor matches the ship? Like, there's a lot of coordination going on between these two.
I guess her.
I mean, she gets
normal
different armors, yeah.
her normal armor matches her ship. She really likes yellows and oranges and reds.
I mean, why do our spacesuits match our ships?
Yeah, why is NASA white all the time?
I guess you're right. The walking spaceships do match the color white. Mm-hmm. Huh. It's probably some
Something to
smart
think
guy
about.
reason for that. You're right.
blow your
Yeah,
mind.
I'm too dumb to figure out what it is.
Because
Anyway.
space is black. You want to stand out in space. Anyway, chases Ridley to the planet's surface, and she loses him and decides, well, I think the computer tells her she has to go on the surface and explore. So that's what she does. Goes onto the surface, explores around, gets into the Chozo ruins, where she explores, and she finds out that the water is toxic and it's hurting her whenever she steps in it, even through her suit.
I wonder why that is.
Because it's toxic. So she goes around exploring, regaining her powers and shit. You know how it is. And
Of course.
she's also learning about this great poison that came when a meteor hit the planet some 50 years ago or something.
Some 50 years ago.
That's what it is.
I know. But you made it seem like it was something hit the planet some 65 million years ago.
Some 50 years ago. So she's running through all these, doing Metroid shit. And she finds the source of the poison.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
It's Flagra. A mutated plant caterpillar looking thing. So she decides, fucking let's kill it.
Did that come from the meteor, maybe?
I think so. It's made out of phazon. Whatever. It came from the meteor. I'm getting some positives over here.
Hey.
And then she just kills it. Boom, water's back to normal, just like that. And she moves on to the Magmore caverns.
Ooh.
This magma and shit. She finds out the space pirates are using geothermal power to run their laboratories. She's like, oh, that's interesting.
These are pretty high-tech space pirates.
They are space pirates, dude.
I guess you're right. The space makes them smart.
There you go.
Their ship's pretty big, if that means anything.
No.
It means everything.
Size means everything in a spaceship, dude.
Bigger the ship, the smarter the race. Everybody knows that.
Yep. So I guess she just bounces out of there and goes to the Fendrana Drifts, which is like an icy area where it's also where the Chozo used to live. And she makes her way to the space pirate labs.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, these space pirates are using this great poison, which she finds out is called phazon, in their experiments to buff up themselves and other creatures. And they also snagged a couple Metroids after she beat the first planet, Thardis, I think it's called, from the first Metroid.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what it said on one of the wikis. So they grab some of those Metroids and they're using the fucking phazon to try to juice those up. And they're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to fight everybody. So
That's how it is. I got to fight everybody.
Yeah.
So she fights everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, Thardis is an enemy?
Yeah, I didn't think it was called that.
Yeah, Thardis is the enemy she fights here. It's made out of rocks or something. Well, I guess phazon. So she fights him, gets some more power-ups, blah, blah, blah. Does some backtracking, Metroid shit. You know, you get new power-ups. You got to go back to the other level that you already played to get into new areas. And eventually she finds the crashed ship. That was...
The one you crashed in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, the original. Where the original distress call was coming from. And she makes her way through that, and turns out it's just sitting on top of these Phazon mines. Because I guess Phazon is in the core of this planet.
Now, yeah.
But it came on the meteor, and it grows. I don't know. There's a lot to take in here.
Not really.
No, there wasn't. Shut up. So she learns of all these Phazon experiments and fights through Phazon enhanced space pirates at this point, working her way to the Omega Pirate. Oh, and she also learns that they have a Metroid Prime, they call it, that came to that planet with the meteor some 50 years ago. So she... What? Got a question?
So is everything that... What is the Metroid Prime?
The Metroid Prime came on the meteor. It's some Phazon enhanced Metroid.
What is a Metroid?
Those little globule, like...
Parasite things.
Yeah, they look like jellyfish with 3 eyes inside. They jump on your head and they just suck your life force.
So that's what this whole thing is about? Little bugs that suck life force?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're the aliens that she fights because they're intrusive species.
She just comes across them, yeah. And people try to use them as weapons.
Yeah, these space pirates are trying to use them as weapons, and yeah, there's a mother brain type
It's
thing.
just dawning on me that I've heard the term Metroid for 30 years now, and I never stopped to think, wait, what the fuck does Metroid mean?
Yeah, it's all about those little bugs.
All right.
Little flying brains.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So, after defeating all these space pirates, she gets to the Omega Pirate, eventually defeats it, but as she's defeating it, it falls on her, and all the Phazon is absorbed into her suit, giving her the Phazon suit. Sick
No
name.
shit. Is that how that works?
That's where they got the name, dude.
You don't have a Phazon suit?
I don't. I gotta save up for one.
Isn't Phazon the guy from Scrubs?
Donald Phazon?
Donald Phazon.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually where his family name came from, this video game.
Oh, I believe it.
It's not even
changed it
spelled
late.
close to the same.
Yeah, he was born after 2002.
They changed. Their whole family changed their names
Oh, all right. Makes sense.
because this was so kick-ass.
Well, it did. It was a big game. Everyone says it's one of the best games, but I still have yet to play it. So now she's like, let's get all this Phazon.
Let's get fucking.
Let's get all this Phazon off this planet. This is ridiculous. Because I think she sees Chozo spirits that are being affected by the Phazon. She's like, well, that's not cool. Because as you recall, Poppascotch, Chozo are an advanced ancient race that gives her all her power-ups. They're all those little statues that hold her little things.
In all the Metroid, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they call them... Did I read it right? They're the artifacts?
Yes, the Chozo.
That's the thing she's looking for?
Yes.
Okay.
Because now she's like, well, we're ridding them of Chozo, so... No, Phazon, not Chozo. So she makes her way to the temple, and there's a big shield blocking the impact crater, because apparently before they all died off, they built this shield to stop the Phazon from leaking from the crater into the rest of the planet, but still a little got out. That's how you get all this shit that's going on.
Okay.
So now she's like, oh, I got to gather these 12 artifacts and open it so I can get down there and defeat this shit once and for all. So she goes around, gathers the 12 artifacts, as you would guess. And then once she goes to open it, Meta Ridley comes out of nowhere and he's like, nah, you ain't doing that. We're going to fight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So you fight Meta Ridley. You're about to kill him. I don't know what it is.
They identify as they.
There you go.
I
I guess
have no idea. I just
they
said that very
identify
confidently.
as a Ridley.
Oh, really?
So right before you kill it, these 12 artifact totems or whatever they are, just Chozo spirits come out and they all just blast Ridley off this fucking tower you're on. And that's supposedly the end of Ridley for now. And then the Chozo spirits, they see that Samus is there to help, so they open the shield for her, and she goes into the impact crater. Well, while she's down there, doing some Metroid shit, I'm sure. And she makes her way to the Metroid Prime. And this is a multi-stage fight, falling off cliffs, blah, blah, blah. And then you fight it, and you think you threw it off a really long cliff. Psych, it's down there. It's still alive.
Oh, shit.
And then there's a final stage where it just comes out of this shell that it had, and you have to fight it again. So you beat the shit out of it, obviously. And right before it dies, it absorbs all the Phazon out of your suit and explodes. So, goodbye Phazon suit. All you guys, regular old fucking Samus Aran suit.
Oh, shit. That sounds really serious, guys.
I know, right? So it explodes. It causes the creator to collapse in on itself. But thank God you have a countdown to get out of there, just like in the beginning of the game. So you escape. You're standing on your ship watching this crater collapse on itself, thinking, yeah, I saved this world. Talon 4 is good now. All the Phazon's gone, right? And then after the credits roll, if you beat the game with 100% of all the items, there's a tiny puddle of Phazon left at the bottom of the crater. and a hand just rises out of it wearing a similar armor to Samus.
The Metroid.
And it has an eyeball on the back of it, on the back of the hand, and the eyeball just looks around, and that's it.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
We'll have to do the next Metroid game.
Metroid Prime 2.
Is it called Metroid Prime 2?
Yeah, I think there were like 4 Metroid Primes.
Oh, wow. Man, this is a series I really don't know anything about.
There's a lot more games than I ever remembered. I remembered
It's because we didn't play
Metroid and Super Metroid.
after like the first Nintendo, maybe Super Nintendo. I don't think I've had a Nintendo system.
Yeah, you're
Game
right.
Boy games, but I played the shit out of all the Metroid Game Boy games.
I was looking at Switches. I was like, oh, because they just remastered this. I'm gonna be like, oh, it'll be fun to play, but I ain't paying $250 for a Switch. So that's it.
That's it.
That's the game, bro.
That's the game. We did it.
All right. That's pretty cool.
We got through it. So I guess we'll just go ahead and roll right into final thoughts.
Ooh.
And who wants to start this time?
Why don't you
I
pick?
will.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give me these questions here? I don't remember what they are.
All right. So, did watching this make you want to fight the Phazon?
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow, this is a brand new one. I have no idea where this is going.
Did the story work for you, or did it kind of have its lame on? I don't know.
Nice.
And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this game, Mon?
Perfect. No notes. Would I play it? Maybe I'd play the remaster. I mean, give that a shot. I have no idea. It looked like this could have been... There were no tank controls, were there?
No.
Anybody know?
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, it's first person,
Okay.
but it's first person platforming, which,
Sucks.
yeah, I don't know if I
never really works correctly.
Well, I don't know. I've never played a game where it works. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Seamus just finding the ship, murdering something.
Oh my
the ship
God.
crashes, chases after him. Samus. Sorry, I do have both of them written down here. That's pretty
Only one of them's right.
Touche.
All right. Sammy. Sammy's a interesting character. Is this the Metroid where you find out that Sammy is a woman, or did that happen way earlier?
Happened
Was
in
that
a
the
Nintendo game.
Yeah, you could do that in Nintendo if you beat it fast enough or something.
Okay, so I mean, did the story work for me? I felt like there was a lot of moments I missed out on because I never played any of the Metroid games and didn't really know what was going on.
Right.
I do like the idea of there having this. She lands on this planet. There's this problem she has to take care of. She takes care of it and then fucks off. It's just very straightforward, very down the middle of the road. And
Right.
I like that about it. I thought the environments were pretty cool. But as far as the story goes, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot going on. It was just kind of learning about these Chozo people
Right.
and then fighting big monsters. And really, the notes that all the Chozo people left for you is what gets you through the game and gets you to contain this whole thing, the Phazons. It felt like a lot of story for a game that came out in 2002, but to today's standards, it doesn't even hold a candle. But what would I score the story? Boy, this is tough. There's very few games where I just got nothing.
I know,
So,
right?
I mean, it wasn't bad, and I think it would have affected me more, and I would have liked it a lot more if I played through it and like read all the journals, because it's a silent protagonist, and there's no other person to converse with in this whole game, I don't think.
No, there's like nothing.
So you lose that opinion there. It's more of a... I constantly get mad at things in like movies or games where it's like exposition dumps, and it's like, this is a visual medium, you should tell me. Or you should show me, not tell me. But in this game, it's all show me, which is interesting. So I guess I'm going to go with a 9. I think 9 feels right.
All right.
If you say so.
I think there's a lot of things to really like about this game, but if we're just looking at the story, it's a little bare bones.
Yeah.
So,
Agree.
how about you then, sir, Dr. Scientist?
Oh, sir and doctor.
Wow. You just got knighted.
I know.
You did. Did watching this video make you want to play this gem? I think I used gem already. I probably
Doesn't
did.
matter.
Yeah. How many times?
Did the story
Give me
work
a
for
cow.
you, or was it just a whole pile of phlegm?
I believe you've done that too.
I don't know.
What score out of 27 stars do you think you'd give this gem?
Nice. Rhyming gem with gem like that?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Chef's kiss. No notes. Perfect. Would I play it? I do love myself a Metroidvania, but I don't really like 3D first-person Metroidvanias.
I know.
Okay. I like the old 2D style, but I'll give it a try. Sure. Did the story work for me? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bare bones, continuing a story of a bounty hunter going through, doing these things, helping people, getting other stuff.
Is she a bounty hunter if there's no bounty?
Well, I think you
She
could, be,
just
you
like
could be a bounty hunter.
She's
and
like a
not that.
superhero.
All right, you can say whatever. It does not matter.
Okay.
It kind of gives some of the backstory of the first Metroid and what all that crap was, and explains the Chozo a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got a Ridley, so that gets a star. But I mean, it's just pretty bare bones. Not a lot going on. Bunch of reading stuff. Nothing told to you really in the story. Kind of got to figure it all out and look at the wiki, which, Chump Slap hates.
I do hate reading.
But all in all, I'll say it was an average game for its time. I'll give it 7 stars.
7.
6 with
All
a
right.
Ridley star.
Fair enough.
6 and a Ridley star, so 7. Okay, I got what you're saying there. Then how about you there, Sir Chump Slap, Man of the Hour?
So,
Did watching this video make you want to play this banger? Did the story work for you, or did it just lead to a bunch of anger?
ooh.
And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd tell Marty Sanger?
I don't even know who that is.
Me
He's
neither,
a-
I just made that name up.
Oh, I was going to say he's my friend down at the deli. But, yeah, watching this video did make me want to play this or any Metroid, really. I was jonesing for a Metroid game after. Like I said, I was looking up Switches.
Yep.
He doesn't fall for advertising.
No, sir. I was like, Switch. I was like, PSVR 2 or Switch is like fucking less than half the price. So,
Yeah, it's true. It sure
Yeah.
is.
but yeah, I do want to play it. Did the story work for me? I mean, you both said it. There's not really anything to it. Just you get a distress call, you go check it out. What is this, Dead Space? I mean, come on, man. This is-
Right? Yeah, totally. I just was matching your energy. I didn't.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Okay.
But yeah, she just gets a call, checks it out, goes down to the planet. It's like, oh, I guess I'll fucking clean some shit up here. There's nobody even left on the planet, right?
No, just the pirates.
Yeah, and she kills the pirates. But I guess she's just doing good deeds. She's like a Jesus in that way, you know?
Sure.
I see it.
Is this a Jesus
see it.
analog thing?
Yeah, I think it is. She turned the water into water. That was
We
pretty
have to
neat.
go through Raglan's hero epic here and compare it. Is she born of a god?
No, I don't know if they ever go into her backstory.
Maybe not that far.
Anyway,
Nice.
so what would I score it out of 27, you guys ask, huh?
Yeah, we did a while ago.
Wasn't that long ago, man. Pretty sure Scotch took longer to answer, but
I don't know.
I'll give it right in between you guys. I'll give it a 8.
With that 8, that gives us a total score of 24.
Ooh, that's
gotta
24 there for you, Deshaun.
That's got to be high up on the list for this year.
It's third on the list for this year.
Out of 5.
Will it hold its place? I don't know.
Just to give you an idea, at the end of last year we scored No More Heroes at 24, and we also scored Obscure at 24.
They're about the same.
Yeah,
well,
no more
they're-
heroes and Metroid Prime are practically the same game.
Well, they're definitely the same because that's the score we gave it, and our scoring system is perfect.
Yeah, we are
at all
100%
times.
accurate. That's true.
Exactly. So
I don't collect awards for nothing.
no, absolutely not. We don't have time for that. Come on. But with our final thoughts, that's what we got. We gave it a 24, and if we have nothing else to say about it, let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Radical Pokemon Lock of the Week.
It's radical. It's Pokemon.
Pokemon!
I like the way you said it.
Pokemon.
No, it was like, oh, you spit into the mic.
Pokemon.
Nah, it was cooler the first time.
Yeah,
Well, I recorded it. I can listen to it, and I can work on
Okay,
it.
good.
lightning in a bottle, dude.
Yeah. Cut it and use it every week.
Yep.
All right, anyway.
So what's your Pokemon?
Yeah, what is
bro?
it?
I led you in.
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
We're going to do the best Pokemon from Generation 2. How about that?
All right.
Hell yeah, dog.
Now
One of the
you're
better
talking.
generations, if you ask me.
I think it's one of the worst, actually, but I'm glad you said
Well-
dog.
Oh, it's
Agree
a
to
dog.
disagree.
It is a dog. It's a pretty badass dog called
Dog.
Diogi. No, it's a Houndoom. It's kind of like a Hellhound type Pokemon.
Houndoom.
Doom.
Doom. Oh.
It's a dark and fire type. Kind of looks
Whoa.
like that.
All right.
It's a kind of cool pet.
It's got horns.
Yeah, and it says the only cool thing I could find said about it is if you're burned by the flames it shoots from its mouth, the pain will never go away, which I'd like to inflict on my enemies.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude.
Dude, burns suck.
And they'll never go away, and I got a cool dog companion.
Oh my god, that's enough to drive someone insane.
And it's kind of like it reminds me of the Hellhounds from Supernatural with the vicious anger and whatever. You don't know yourself.
I don't know. I'm just
The
pretending.
invisible hellhounds.
Yeah, but this one's invisible. It's just dark.
Talk about saving money in your production. I'll tell you.
That's smart.
Well, I mean, you still got to do all the effects.
True.
It does rip people apart limb from limb.
Yeah, but what does?
That was deep. That's the deepest thing we've ever done on this podcast.
The philosophy hit right there. But that's it. Houndoom. Go buy one when you can. When I make a wish and you can buy them.
Soon enough,
Hit me up.
guys. Soon enough.
Looks pretty badass. I'm digging this. Oh, there's a little baby hound dude.
Oh, yeah. That's what it evolves into a bigger one then.
Oh,
Yeah, the baby's cute.
Oh, that's a good boy.
It's a
little
puff.
baby boy. Look at his toe beans. I want to eat them. Anyway,
Oh, beans.
that's going to take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps this or that.
That
This?
or that.
Or that?
That.
Or this?
So I am almost 100% sure that this was not a coincidence. No, this is a coincidence because, yeah, this week, Sir Chump Slap, like we do every week, we give you a prompt and you have to tell us if the thing I told you is either a Bond girl
Oh.
or a character from Sesame Street.
I know a lot of Sesame Street, dude.
And you know, no Bond girls. So let's
Nope.
see how this goes.
This will work.
As always, I will just fire them out. It's rapid fire. You have to answer them as fast as you can, and then we're going to tally up at the end. I think so far this year we had one perfect run.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I still remember it.
Which was it?
Oh.
I didn't want to ask that follow-up question because I was pretty sure you were full of shit. Dr. Scientist
Obviously.
ran you right off the road there with that one.
I was trying to remember it and I couldn't. I think that's something to do with Kanye West songs, or is that one you didn't get?
I don't remember.
I'll have to look it up. But so here we go. You ready? You have to tell us if it's a Bond girl or a Sesame Street character.
All
Are
right.
you ready?
Let them rip.
Penelope Smallbone.
Jesus, can we start over?
That's the first one.
No,
Are
you gotta
ready?
hurry up. Go.
Sesame.
Penelope Smallbone.
Sesame.
Mary Goodnight.
Bond.
Strawberry Fields.
Bond.
Prairie Dawn.
Bond.
Sherry Netherland.
Bond.
Abby Cad Daddy.
That's Sesame Street.
Christmas Jones.
That's Sesame.
Wow, that was a rough showing. You got 3 out of 7.
The last one definitely was a Bond one.
Dude, were they all Bond?
I'd say the ones in the middle definitely sounded like they were too risque for Sesame Street.
There were 4. Well, you guys haven't watched Bond movies. You didn't know that a Bond girl was named Pussy Galore. That
I
was the
knew
name
that.
of
I knew
one
that.
of the Bond girls.
And wasn't there
Bond voice.
Octopussy in that movie?
Wasn't Christmas Jones like the who played her? God damn it.
Denise Richards was
Yes.
Christmas Jones.
Oh, so you knew that.
Pussy Galore was from Goldfinger.
But that wasn't one of the choices.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't.
No, that would
first
have been
one-
obvious.
Yeah. Penelope Smallbone is a Bond girl.
Oh, I thought it was Penelope.
No.
Isn't there a Penelope on set?
Yeah, a little orange person.
Yeah, all right.
And then we had Mary Goodnight, which you got correct, was a Bond girl.
Right.
Strawberry Fields, you got correct again, also a Bond girl.
Right.
Prairie Dawn is a Sesame Street character, not a
Weird.
Bond girl.
Weird.
Sherry Netherland is also a Sesame Street character, not a Bond girl. You got that one wrong. Abby Kadabi is a Sesame Street character,
Boom.
not a Bond girl.
You got that one right.
Yes, that was correct. And Christmas Jones is a Bond girl. So you got 3 out of 7.
Ooh, bad showing. But, if I don't know anything about Bond, then apparently I don't know anything about Sesame Street either.
It's really amazing how these names make this very difficult.
Yeah.
That both of those
Isn't
things
that the
are
point
so
of the game?
Yes.
ridiculous. I suppose, yes. But
We're
it can't.
just
Oh
showing
no!
people how dumb I am.
Didn't you get the one right where it was insect repellent or a boy band?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
the one you nailed?
Yep. Yeah, I did. I know my insect repellents.
If I'm incorrect about that, maybe someone out there could write an email explaining how dumb I am for not knowing all of these past this or that episodes. Where do they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
I'll send it to plottytime@gmail.com, and I'll let Poppascotch know exactly how dumb you think he is.
Perfect. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram, or stop by the Reddit, because I don't think any of us have checked Twitter in a long time. And post pictures of Sesame Street characters fighting James Bond villains while being attacked by houndooms.
Ooh.
That's going to be a good one. I can't wait for that to show up on the Reddit. But you can also go to our eBay store, plottytime.com. That takes you to the eBay store where you can buy stuff. You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there, and it really helps us out. That does it for us this week. So, as always, shout out to Blade JJ, Drago the Slago, Ham Man, and Luis Guzman, always in our hearts. More importantly than any of that, don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.